On play action, it's Murray. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be out right at the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Murray now. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Throwing now is Murray. The 20. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man covers are so committed to denying the big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early, but they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Complete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now Jake Elliott, earlier in his career, he beat these Giants with a 61-yarder. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. This defense for the Packers, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
He's going to air one out for Anderson. They've got his man complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Steps away to his left. Incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. ETN up the middle. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
694, 29, 29, 93, 93.
To throw his Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. In motion right is Smith. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Going for it, here's ETN. And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on the spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Murray off play action. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping the second go-around ends in 6. In good possession, 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. On second down, a run with Patterson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing a shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Open man is Waddle, complete. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch, maybe you move some motion, maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
Yeah, that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 2nd and goal, there's an option play left. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. Brandon Ayuk from 10 yards out. And the Packers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
Hey, we're good. 93. Fight. Heavy. Kill. Hey, 734.
Here's Carr. Escaping, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Handoff running left is ETN.
And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's taken on the 25.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return.
And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Play action. Now it's Murray.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox.
And the Giants are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Now ETN to start the drive. Lucky there just to avoid the safety. Able to fight through the tackle, but still backed up near the goal line. And the tackle by Kalen Barnes. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. And his throw here's incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
6:37.
In his own end zone, it's Carr. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for New York. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Returnable here from the 38. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And this one brought in by Sanu. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Slant route, that's complete to Travis Kelce.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Now a play fake. Carr. They'll roll him out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here's Murray from midfield. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Patterson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Murray now on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked up by Ashton Davis. And the Giants are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off? And he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for him on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your... And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Damian Harris, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Looking here for Smith downfield. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Packers are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And
rush coming, and he's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
After the sack on 1st down, Murray. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 45. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 41 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. A little short pass. This is Everett. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if he's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On play action, it's Carr. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. It's Kelsey on the ground. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On third down, here's Etienne. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Carr going to go on fourth down. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the third quarter. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Murray. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. That's caught. Left side, it's Burks. And it's a Packers touchdown. Traylon Burks from 17 yards out. And the Packers are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. The Packers keeping the offense out there now as they'll go for 2. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Ashton Davis. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. action. Now it's Carr. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
The Giants on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Running out of the gun with ETN. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Smith will come in motion right. Now Carr, got to have this one. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Packers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Play fake. Murray. He'll buy some time right. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. And that's incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Murray. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Patterson fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Harris will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Well, this has been another impressive display by this undefeated team, Charles, and it looks like they're going to stay that way after this one.
Yeah, one of the league's best offenses. They stayed on brand in this contest because they continue to look good at what they do. Just added a late touchdown. Now they're really hammering home just how good they've been all year long, letting the rest of the league take notice.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but The self-inflicted wounds. They've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Carr. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Help! Ready? Hey, we're good.
Now, Carr again. Being chased out left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. On play action, it's Murray. Finding Waddle, crossing the field and bringing it in. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. To throw is Murray. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Murray now. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
And they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
2nd down and goal. Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Giants are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Carr now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance. The passing game's off balance.
And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. This is Smith to the ground. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 39. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. On first down, Carr. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. Oh, wait, hold everything, and timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
Straight ahead, ETN.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
This was a really nice